we came to this and the clock. It says 8:25, and I think 8 is a symbolism for a life going on and on and on. It could be symbolism for a child. So when the time has passed 8, it could be maybe too late to get a child, or maybe after a child has been born. And 25, if you search numbers in Hebrew, 25, I think it's Hebrew or maybe Greek, where 25 means love. So when it's too late for love, too late to make a new child, I think it could symbolize divorce, but maybe it could also symbolize a person who has passed the age of making children, never got a child. And we know the cartoon, we have often seen a skeleton sit on a bench. A person is waiting for the right person to pass along, and they wait and wait and wait, and the right never comes, so they end up to sit there as a skeleton. Life has gone, and they never felt love. But this lady, I was clicking on a picture of Salvador Dali, and suddenly she came on the screen. We have a lot of green colors around her. We have a sexy lady. And what I noticed was this yellow and blue color, the Ukraine flag colors. So maybe those things could tell something also. I will show you what happened when she suddenly popped up on my screen. I clicked on a picture, this one, and then suddenly the line up here was running from one address to another. And here next time I tried, it was something else that came up. It was some black site. And I tried one more time. Again it was running up here. And then it ended on this side. And there we have the 3 X's that is also used for something with sexy ladies, maybe prostitutes. And it's a voodoo symbolism. But let's continue with, there are some other few things we have talked about before. I will just show some few more pictures, and then I'll tell a little bit about some new private stuff that has happened. But it seems to, now I put a lot of videos up again, it seems to they hunt me on the internet again in different ways. Yeah, they have always done since I started having the internet. But Orange Victims Day, 1st of September, something is crucified, and we have a flower with 5 leaves. But the color orange, we know it's used for those people, they want to hunt down those they think is dangerous, that could harm them. And the name they are, what they are named, I assume we are not allowed to say here, but they normally are put in an orange clothes when they catch them. And we saw with the name Iris, lady's name from the article, there were these flowers also with 5 leaves. And the perfume name also with 5. But there was also this boy who was shown being crucified, symbol for crucified, from the Olympic. Here we see a picture of him where the Russian flag are. And I want you to see here around his dress. We know it go all the right way around. That could be a symbol for the one you hang people up when you want to hang them. But when you see it only from the front here, it could look like the woman's egg stick. And we have Russia. Flag. Could it have a connection to the role that Russia is playing now? But when I think about my son, he is not leaning towards me. He is more leaning towards the fathers. So let's see, the future will probably tell us what this war actually symbolizes. But I have been thinking that there could be a big risk that this war will end up to come closer to our country. So the other day I decided I would call my children. None of them took the phone, but very short after my daughter called back. And we talked for a long time, but she was not treating me better than she had done for years, where she was just angry and she wanted to decide everything, and she was not nice to me. But I said I would like to talk with her and also her brother, of course, if now things should happen, that there were things I would like to tell them that I have knowledge about that maybe could be good for them to know. But she rejected me and she was just angry. Actually, she admitted she was not in the best situation herself. She was actually in some difficulties. So of course that was also one of the reasons she was angry. So I don't think it was just because she was angry at me, but she was just angry, depressive angry. And she told me something about, she mentioned a little bit thing without really saying it, from her work, where it sounds to me like she was being stalked at her work. So now I have a very strong feeling that not only I am targeted, but also my daughter. And I must admit I have a scary thought about that my grandchild, my daughter's daughter, are also targeted in a not nice way. But I have followed this man, David Wilker, for years. He has put up long videos where he was talking about things very much about UFOs, and make it sounds like he had somehow been chosen to tell the world something about those things with the aliens and UFOs and so on, and something he was allowed to tell us and something he knew he was not allowed to tell us. But I'm convinced this man is a part of the world stalking of all of us, the game they are playing with us. And the day after I had talked to my daughter, he laid up this video. But I would say the last uploads he has made, he seems to have changed behavior. He said he was in the middle of a divorce. I cannot know, I assume it's a part of the game, but that's what he say. And now he seems to be some kind of a little unstable mentally. So it's some strange video he has put up. And this video, I think it was strange the day after I have talked to my daughter, and it was not the best way of talk to each other. Here it says, apologizing to mother and baby moose for girly bad behavior. My girl did not have a very good behavior towards me. And it seems he's talking about some deers who were running around with the house he was in. He seems to be isolating in a house now. He is not after he had started to talk about the divorce. So here I see a connection to divorce, and isolate you from everything, and your mental situation will go downwards. But then it says up here, I do 2 apples. Here I think about me and my daughter. We could be symbolism for 2 apples. But then he say, 2 apples, 3 apples. Let's give them 3. So there I could see a hint to me, my daughter, and my granddaughter. And there are a little strange things with our birthdays. I'm born the 12th in a month. My daughter is born the 12th in a month. My granddaughter is born the 12th in a month. So we have 312. It's 3 rings. And when you add them to each other, it's 36. 666. But David Wilcock the other day put a new video up again, and then he mentioned the piano. We have just talked about it here in the Dali, and on 4 dumb legs, grand piano on dumb 4 legs. I assume the dumb 4 legs could be mom and dad, and then the piano, maybe the child. I don't know, but I found this one very strange. 4 dumb legs. I think it's 2 dumb parents. And I found this one, Delta, a piano, a woman in an innocent color dress, wedding dress. Only Santa knows. Delta, we know the virus. The delta means in a state of mind where you are sleeping. And we have some dark presence. If you're playing the dark melody, you will get some dark presence. But here we can have again that David Icke. There we see the deers. But what do we have here? A ring and some inside. It could look like those frog eggs we were looking at the other day. And here then he just wanted to show something, and he turned the camera upside down. There we have the where he tells it's something about turning trees upside down, turning family lives upside down. I broke the protocol. Maybe he admit here he was a part of some who did something wrong towards some family lines. And he has a jacket in the gray color again. He is surrounded with those who have mixed it all around in some big chaos and taken advantage of it. They have played with our lives. And they are maybe they knew this day would come, but they have taken advantage of it. They have they have sold their souls to the devil, as we say. They have ended up to agree to work for the dark side. And now they maybe regret, and they are desperate because they have to admit it.